Hey Becky, so programming, yes? So I wanted to pull a story problem or something to use as an example from my calculus book, and um, let's see, calculus plays a role in the analysis of random behavior. That doesn't really work towards my point. See, in programming, random isn't real. Of course, if I focus more to the beginning of the book, then maybe I might find some sort of story problem that I actually want to use to sort of describe programming, but I don't know. I think calculus in general doesn't work to my advantage. Programming is actually pretty basic math involved, and what I was really looking for was a very basic story problem along the lines of a train is in Phoenix, or starts in Phoenix, and is going 50 miles an hour and never slows down, but needs to go to New York. How long does it take for the train to get there? In programming world, our story problem is more the train is going from someplace to someplace, we don't know where, and it's going, we don't know how fast. So I like to see programming as one major problem that we need to break down into several smaller problems, and smaller problems of those smaller problems until they're base problems that can't be broken down anymore. We might ask ourselves, how fast does the train accelerate? At what point does the train hit its peak speed? What is the train's peak speed? Does it have to slow down to make a turn? Say the train starts at some arbitrary location, and on its way to its destination, it has to stop midway at some other location in order to pick up more passengers. Does that slow it down? I mean, obviously it would. It has to stop. I know I haven't gotten into actual programming here, but breaking apart problems is one of the most important parts for programming because, well, you have to tell your program everything that it has to do because your computer is actually pretty retarded, which is why I don't think that the Terminator movies are actually plausible in a real-world scenario. But I would like to be less boring with the programming thing and actually go in depth with actual programming languages. I did break apart this one script several times that I was working on for this week's video where I was trying to create Pong, but in trying to discuss some basic programming stuff there, I ended up getting sidetracked and the script was always over 4 minutes. But, Becky, that is all I am going to talk about for now. For you, your assignment for next week is to discuss, well, you did mention that your degree was chemistry, and I'm curious, what is your favorite element? Talk about this element. What does your element contribute to society? What sort of compounds does this element create? Assuming it isn't a noble gas. That is pretty much it. I will see you next week, and maybe you will see me next week as well.